Hey, so we have a big breaking news coming out. Do me a favor and share this video. Once again, thank you so much for your support. California rocked by multiple earthquake along the fault line, posed for the big one. All right, so once again, experts are sounding the alarm. The Cascadia and those regions are shaking. And there is a earthquake swarm strike near major US volcano set to erupt. All right, so experts are sounding the alarm on that one. CNN a few days ago they were talking about the volcano. I think it's off Oregon, if I'm not mistaken. It's in the Pacific. It could blow possibly in weeks or months, and if it blows, there could be 10,000 earthquake in one day. All right, so it ain't gonna be. Again, they are saying it's not gonna be catastrophic, but this thing is going to start shifting tectonic plates. All right, so we're gonna see what's going on with this one here, but even the Midwest is also getting hit with earthquake. Not only earthquake, but I want to bring this one up really quick. St. Louis hit by a tornado. This should not be happening. A strong tornado is on the ground in St. Louis. This happened around 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Meteorologists are sounding the alarm for multiple states. Over 150 million Americans placed on alert. Please share this video. All right, so it says here at 2:45 p.m. Central Time, a confirmed an extremely dangerous tornado was located over St. Louis, moving east at 50 miles per hour. This is particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. Hazard damaging tornado. Source radar confirmed tornado. And there are videos of everything just completely torn. I mean, it happened in minutes. Everything just completely transformed. We're gonna get to the big one, but let me just show you this one here. Let me show you this video. Look at this here. This is happening in St. Louis. All right, St. Louis and Missouri. Look at that. Jeez. This came at a surprise. All right, so again, please pray for the people out there. Multiple states has been on high alert. A state of emergency declared. Again, this is just a tip of it. According to meteorologists, this is just the tip of the iceberg. All right, guys. Before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, Louis Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Thank you so much for your support. All right, let's see what's going on here. So once again, California rocked by multiple earthquake along fault line, poised for the big one. California has experienced 3 earthquakes in the last 24 hours, an area being closely monitored for a major quake. The United States Geological Survey detected a seismic activity along the San Andreas Fault, which spans 800 miles from Cape Mendocino in the north to the Salton Sea in the south. Now it says here, scientists warn this fault is overdue for a big one. A magnitude 7.8 earthquake or higher. Wow. So they are warning possibly 7.8 earthquake could strike in that region. Which is not gonna be pretty. Now that volcano out there in off Oregon coast, that volcano we need to keep an eye on, because I believe that, again, even though news media are saying that if the volcano erupt, it's a volcano deep in the Pacific Ocean. If that thing erupts, it's not going to do nothing, according to meteorologists. But I believe it could shift some tectonic plates that could lead to the big one. All right, so it says here, and if it's not going to cost nothing, what's the point of building underground city bunkers, right? And then you got FEMA bunker is being upgraded in Virginia. They fixing that bunker up. So under Donald administration, and they have a FEMA with a GUN, again guarding that region. So they got some stuff going on out there in Virginia. They building bunkers, and of course the underground city, $21 trillion bunkers, and but at the same time they tell us everything is fine, everything is okay. Everything is okay. Remember that movie 2012 when you got the guy, he's driving, he called his ex-wife, and he tells her, "Get the kids. I'm coming to pick you up." This is again, the entire state is gonna go down in the Pacific, and she's like, "I'm watching the news right now. Stop being afraid. They're telling us that everything is fine." And he's like, "That's a pre-recording. Of course they're gonna tell you it's fine. When they tell you things are fine, that's when you panic." Now I'm not telling you guys to panic, but again, when they tell us good things, again, obviously, what's the bad part? How come they're not telling us that? Friday's earthquake ranges from a 2.5 to 2.9 magnitude, which experts say may cause mild injury and damages. However, no injuries or damages have been reported as of yet. Experts are fairly confident that there could be a pretty large earthquake at some point in the next 30 years. Maybe 30 weeks, but 30 years, I just don't see that happening. I see something happening pretty soon. All right, so again, this is coming out from Angie, a project scientist for earthquake early warning at the Berkeley Seismology Lab, previously told the news. Experts predict the big one would cause roughly 1,800 gone, 50,000 injured, and $200 billion in damages, according to the Great California Shakeout. Based on historical trends, it's estimated the San Andreas causes a major quake over 150 or so years, and the last one was 167 years ago. Okay, so we are overdue by 150 years, I guess. No, yeah, we are overdue. So why do you keep saying that the next one's going to be in 30 years? That piece right there is going to see something. That blue area, celebrate the abominations. It says here the USGS detected the first quake, a 2.9 magnitude, Thursday afternoon northeast of San Francisco. This tremor was located on Calaveras Fault, a major branch of the San Andreas Fault system. The following earthquake hit Friday morning, one along another branch of the major fault, and another directly on it. Now, vast majority of earthquake result from the constant movement of tectonic plates, which are massive solid slabs of rock that made up the planetary surface and shifts around on top of Earth mantle, the inner layer between the crust and core. As the tectonic plates slowly move against each other, their edges, give me a second here, their edges get stuck due to friction, and stress will build along the edges. When that stress overcomes the friction, the plate slips, causing a release of energy that travel in waves through the earth crust and generate the shaking we feel at the surface. The last major earthquake on the San Andreas Fault were in the 1857 and 1906. The Fort Tejon earthquake of 1857 was a 7.9 magnitude, which caused ground fissures in Los Angeles, Santa Ana, and Santa Clara rivers. Now remember, guys, even in Palo Verde, the ground is opening up, all right? So this pipeline that burst, I mean, it just not looking good. Houses are tilted. That is a sign. That is a sign. Trees were uprooted, buildings were impacted, and 2 were taken out during the event. The catastrophic of 1906 San Francisco event was also a magnitude 7.9 earthquake, which taken 3,000 and leveled much of the city. Now you have this person here, Sue, a scientist in the USGS earthquake hazard program, told the KTLA 5 that there are conflicting studies about what signs precede a major earthquake. Some research suggested more activity happens before it hits, while others have found there is no warning, she added. Scientists are monitoring another fault line in California, the Cascadia subduction zone, which they believe could also produce powerful earthquake soon. New research found that a 8.0 magnitude or higher quake along the Cascadia subduction zone, combined with rising sea levels, could cause coastal land to sink up to 6.5 feet within 30 minutes of a major tremor. It says here the team generated tens of thousands of earthquake models to estimate the potential range of earthquake-driven subsidence, sinking land, that can be expected from the next large Cascadia earthquake. Now, they determined that the most severe effect will hit southern Washington, northern Oregon, and northern California, densely populated areas in the region. Man, that's brutal. That is not good. Absolutely not good. Now, this event will result in a significant expansion of the coastal floodplain, an area which a 1% chance of flooding each year, increasing it from 35 square miles to 116. If such a quake struck today, the researchers estimate that an additional 14,350 resident, 22,500 structures, and 777 miles of roadway will fall within the post-earthquake flood plain, more than doubling flood exposure. The Cascadia subduction zone has historically produced 8.0 or larger earthquake, magnitude earthquake every 400 to 600 years, with the last striking in 1700. This suggests the sleeping giant, hey, that's a code word, the sleeping giant is poised for another big one soon. And definitely the sleeping giant is going to wake up when that day comes. It's going to be brutal. Give me a second here, guys. Okay, so that's where we are right now. I want to take you to the USGS, and then we're going to go on X. I want to show you some of the St. Louis tornado. And again, there's a lot of storm going on right now. We need to pray for a lot of people. Man, Yellowstone got hit. Yellowstone's getting hit too. Yellowstone's getting hit. Give me a second here. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Wait a minute. Yellowstone got hit. That's Idaho. Okay, no, Yellowstone didn't get hit. Okay, so Idaho, which is not too far from Yellowstone, and then you got Utah, and then you have this one here. Which one is this? Kansas, man. But look at this, the Cascadia. You see that? All that's happening right now. That's the reason why we are making this video. Got this region right here shaking. Whoops. USGS, you got to fix your site. There you go. So there's been some quake going on today and yesterday and the day before yesterday. Alright, so that's where we at. Give me a second here. Let me go back to X and see if we can find some more information when it comes to St. Louis. Alright, give me 1 second here, guys. Let me just refresh the page so you guys have a better view. I mean, so we can find some updates. This was posted 56 minutes ago. The view of St. Louis from the roof of our building. Wow. There's going to be a lot more to come. There's going to be a lot more to come. Look at the traffic backed up from drivers stopping under an overpass while under a tornado warning in Berkeley, Missouri, and St. Louis. Man. I'm praying for the people out there. That's yeah, that's not good. Jeez. St. Louis. Alright guys, so this is where we at right now. I'm going to keep you updated when it comes to these storms. Follow me on X. All the link will be in the description box. And again, please send prayers to people out there. And again, St. Louis, Missouri, multiple states are sounding the alarm. So mostly Midwest and the East Coast. We're praying for you guys. Be safe. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you send it to me, Louis Santiago, or my wife Jessica Santiago at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida 34691. Once again, guys, $1 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream once a week. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Faith and trust in Jesus Christ. For He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father except through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.